Don't look over there for enlightenment or for non duality or for spirituality. You've heard this 100 times, 1,000 times, that you can't look outside of yourself to find yourself, right? So don't look over there. But the real question is, why do we continually keep looking over there? It's because we have been deeply misled, and not in a conspiracy theory sort of a thing. It's just that most of us have been generations and generations and generations of people who don't know who we are. We've been lost in searching after gods and goddesses and theories and philosophies and trying to put reality into a concept that our limited brains can understand. So it's not like you've been on purpose misled, but how can people who don't know who they are tell you who you are? How can parents who don't know who they are tell their children who they are? And right there is just the secret of why everything, society and everything, has gone so crazy. When we don't know who we are, we don't know how we fit in. When we don't know who we are, then we constantly behave as if we have no relations because we think we're a separate unity battling against life, battling against other people. So when you're constantly told that you don't know who you are by people who don't know who they are, it's very compelling. We're given all sorts of outside stimulus and outside things to project ourselves on. We project ourselves on, like, say, a new outfit. A new outfit will make me feel better, like I know who I am if I really look really good. A new job. I'll know who I am if I have the perfect job. I'll know who I am if I have a great relationship. When actually everything is the opposite way around. If you know who you are, then you have the ground of being that you can use to create a good relationship, to be in relationship with people and plants and animals and everything around. When you know who you are, then you have the strength and the wisdom and the compassion and the stick-to-itness to stick to a job and find a really good job that suits you. When you know who you are, you realize that you're related to all things, and so you don't feel like you're owed stuff. None of us are owed the dream job. None of us are owed fabulous wealth. We're all working together in a universe, in a planet that is so full of wealth that if we just simply share and cooperate, everyone has what they want and what they need. So we've constantly been pointed outside of ourselves until it just becomes habitual to project. You read any sort of psychology book, and basically it'll say whatever dream you have is a projection of you. You dream about your father, you're actually dreaming about yourself. You dream about running away, you're actually dreaming about yourself. That's like your inner little world. But we project out. When we look at a spiritual teacher, we always project out onto that person as if they have something that we don't have. And most important, we project ourselves out onto our ideas of spirituality. We want to have untold bliss, complete detachment from all negativity. But if you're actually just looking for yourself, it's obvious where you are, right? Boom. You are you. You are a singular, precious individual in a vastly complex universe and earth that is just billions and billions and billions of these little individual cells interacting together so intricately that they almost can't be distinguished from each other. And your awareness can float, float, float through that. Be with that. So don't look over there for spirituality. It's not over there. Totally bring it home. You're looking for yourself. You are yourself, looking for yourself. It's not like I can look inside me and there's a self in there. This whole package is myself and all the things that I interact with. If we had all been born 100,000 years ago into a natural native society, or, depending on where you are on the planet, even just a couple hundred years ago, you would have grown up knowing who you are, and who you are would have been intricately interconnected with your clan and your tribe and your elders and your relationships with people. You and me today, we don't have that. So finding out who you are, instead of finding who you are in relationship with your elders and your tribe, etc., 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 we go to a place of zero. And this is the magic that the Buddha discovered and that all the enlightened masters have discovered, is that you go to this place of zero. This is what Eckhart Tolle is always talking about. He calls it now, because you go to this place of absolute now. It's a place of zero. And from this place of zero, then, because there's no separation when you're zero, then you're related with everything. Then you can start seeing and feeling and living and being in your interrelationships with everything. So don't look over there for the answer to this. This is within you. And this is something that we almost have to, first of all, get untrained from. Most of my YouTube videos are simply trying to talk you out of this misconception that we've been given about who we are and how we find ourselves. So I'm trying to talk you out of it. And then I'm also trying my best to describe how this interrelationship works. So you're getting it two ways. I'm taking away the false and I'm bringing in the poetic descriptions of the real. So this is why I ask people to stick with my channel for 2 years. Make a 2-year commitment. Stick with this and just kind of let it slowly, easefully bring you back from this place of misconception to a place where you know who you are and you can see life and how it works. So number one, don't believe all the stories that it's out there, because it's not out there. It's nothing different than what you are this exact moment and place.